Set for a start in our second round feature races. It is the street stock for the Southern Sedan Showdown. Round number 2. The local David Fall and Michael Hammond lead us away. Great start from the local Hope. She looks to outshine one of the front runners of street stocks here in Western Australia, Michael Hammond, and it is Foley. They'll lead lap number 1. Good start as well from a couple of Perth Metropolitan drivers out of the RDA at WA. Peter Walker, as we give him that rev up, he goes around. The yellows will come on. And just like that, you give him a good word. And Peter Walker throws it away. Oh, bad luck for Walker, who started out of that second row with Ben Norman. Foley and Hammond led us away. So from position number 3, he now goes to position number 15. 1 lap completed. Ryan Penfold was our non-starter of our 16 street stocks that made the call for round number 2 here in Timbertown. Was scheduled to start out of position number 14. So Fall, Hammond, Norman, Stanley, Thompson, Williams, Avens, Waldron, Barnsby, Rodley, Aspinall. There's Hall, Campbell, Yates, and Peter Walker, who in 19 laps will see what he can do from position number 15. We're back to green here in Tyrepower Manjimup Speedway for round number 2 of the street stock proportion of the Southern Sedan Showdown. Definitely not the restart that Peter Walker wanted, being behind Linda Yates as I have to go nose to tail, and just like that, he's already half a track behind our race leader, David Fall. And he got a blinding start as well from Michael Hammond and Ben Norman. Then it's Daniel Stanley, who was all out of shape out of turn number 2, trying to claw his way into the battle for the race lead, but in the end, he's going to have to be the one doing the saving now is Damon Thompson. He's right on the back bumper of the Lewin Tyres 18 out of Manjimup. There's another 4-way battle as well between Jake Williams, Cody Avens, Clinton Waldron and Jonty Barnsby. All corners of the state being represented in that fantastic battle. Is actually Waldron getting racy with Avens. The pair of them getting acquainted with their bumper bars as Avens is trying to hold on and be the one battling Jake Williams in the end. It's Waldron who's trying to play devil's advocate. Meanwhile, back out of turn number 2. It's a comfortable gap that David Fall has. And probably something he didn't expect, especially on a night like this, where the best come to his home track. But he's holding it strong at the present stage. Second place is still Michael Hammond, but eyes have to be on this 4-way battle as Jonty Barnsby right in front of the field goes around. Williams and Avens collect him, where they were left with really nowhere to go. The eyes pricked up watching Barnsby having a red-hot dip around the outside, and it was working. It was working so well that he went around. And we'll have ourselves a stoppage. Not what you want to do as well spin out right in front of the field. So the yellows have come on. Peter Walker is coming for a word. Jonty Barnsby is going to need a push. And there's going to be some tape needed for the bumper and bonnet of Cody Avens. Oh, it's all going on at the moment. Walker obviously unimpressed with something that's going on. So Avens doesn't look like he had any real work done to the front end. It definitely isn't looking all as enjoyable in the front end of the EL31. You can see it flapping in the wind. Luckily for the Avens clan, maybe an abundance of bonnets is going to be needed before next weekend's round number 2 of the Southern Showdown, the Tri-City Series, thanks to ODH Mechanical and the Bunbury Speedway. Don't forget as well, the canteen is still open and the bar is flowing, but if you plan to drink, please plan not to drive. We want to see you here on November 25 when wingless sprints come to town along with modified sedans. So Jake Avens, that's Cody Avens. Mixture of what brothers what. So we've completed 6 laps. 14 laps left to run. In our street stock final, David Fall, Michael Hammond, Ben Norman, your top 3. 4th place is Daniel Stanley. 5th place is Damon Thompson. Then it's Williams, Waldron, Avens, and Peter Walker. Surely he has sneaked his way up to that position. That's a surprise for the 81, already up 6 positions. Impressive stuff from the snap-on Morley. 81 back to green. Fall, Hammond, and the better of the Normans. Run 1, 2, and 3. Oh, Daniel Stanley made a hash out of turn number 2. He got 2 in the wall heavily. Clinton Waldron and Cody Avens both had heavy hits to the wall, and there's cars scattered everywhere. Clinton Waldron tries and goes to the infield. He's finally able to get there. Oh, bad luck for car number 20. There's heavy left side damage to the Holden Commodore, not for the Ford Falcon that leads. Finally, the FG's finally trying to get one up on the BAs. And it's happening in round number 2. But has he got enough to charge away from the H-Tech car number 7. Finally looks like it's hit its strides right at the time. This time by 9 laps done, 11 remaining. And Hammond is in striking distance, especially with Linda Yates going a lap down so early. Is full, played his cards, and is Michael Hammond the next one to return serve? There's a bundle of cars just ahead of him. And this could get racy. Oh, it's going to get interesting as well. David Fall with a big mistake in a turn number 2. And Michael Hammond straight to the outside, retakes the lead. Finding the upper hand on the top side of the racetrack. And just like that, this race might be signed, sealed, and a little bit. Oh, who's that? He goes into the wall, collects it with the left rear, has that left, the VF Commodore with some rear end damage. It's starting to swing low. There is damage. All of a sudden, this race has been turned on its head. Oh, we got one in the wall. Along the back straight, the yellows have come on. Tyrant Hall has hit the back straight wall. Oh, it's getting interesting. Very, very interesting all of a sudden. Tyrant Hall is up against the wall. And that is what's brought out the yellows. In our feature race for the street stocks. 8 laps to remain. It's a heat race in it now for our street stocks. 2 more features to come after this. The first one will be for our production sedans. That is also over the 20 laps. And we'll round it off with our super sedans. And that is also over 20 laps. We thank you all as well for braving the chilly weather here. Or if you're home watching on real Speedway television, it's chilly. As Tyrant Hall is now out. That leaves us with 14. So you're running order with 8 laps left to go. Michael Hammond, David Fall, and Ben Norman. It is a chilly night. It says it's 11 degrees. I wonder what it feels like. Daniel Stanley somehow still finds himself in 4th place. Set for a restart. It feels like 7 degrees. You're cold, that's the reason why. Hammond, Fall, Norman. A heat race left to run with 14 cars still remaining. We're back to green. Ben Norman trying to be the one on the attack as he went to the inside of David Fall on the restart. Oh, the cone's been smashed. Oh, I'd love to know who hit the cone. One car hit the wall. That was Peter Walker. But the question is, who has been the sacrifice? The black flag is coming out. Who is getting the disqualification flag? It stayed that way around, but meanwhile, we won't worry about the black flag. We'll worry about the battle for the race lead. Hammond, Fall, the 7 to the top, the 10 to the bottom. There's a drag race to the line. Hammond still has it, 6 to run. David Fall may have finally found his upper hand. The mistake though out of turn number 2 really cost him just before that restart. But we know Hammond may be finding an e-handling car as he drifts back up wide. David Full just doesn't have to run up the hill again. 5 laps remaining. In fact, no, there isn't. 6 remaining. I do apologise. I was a little ahead of myself. Meanwhile, back out in front, we've got an absolute dandy as Peter Walker now is the next one to pull to the infield. They've got a lap car ahead of them, your race leaders. That's Lindy Yates yet again a lap down. Hammond, for the life of him, got Yates at the right time because it's helped him out massively. David Full just didn't have the upper hand that time around as they went past Linda Yates, and in fact Yates had helped out Ben Norman a lot more than anyone could imagine. Norman all of a sudden is in for a chance to come home with P2. The top 3 definitely are in a league of their own at the moment, as Daniel Stanley, Damon Thompson and Cody Avens really are just left wondering what could have been in this one. Josh Apstall will be the next one to go a lap down. 3 laps remaining in round number 2 for the street stocks. And do we really picture it going anywhere else for Michael Hammond? After running second place at round 1 to former WA champion Jamie Oldfield, he makes a little bit of a blunder out of turn number 1, but it's still not going to hurt him in retrospect to this one. Here comes the white flag. One more circulation for the man. Dump the hammer. A former grand champion. He's had car troubles all day long, but it hasn't slowed him one bit. And just like that, he will win again in the Southern Sedan Showdown. Absent last year, back with a vengeance in 12-13. 4 will come home in second, back then to Ben Norman. Daniel Stanley and Damon Thompson will round out your top 5. It's something, it feels silly to say, but we didn't think it would be any way else. In our feature race tonight for the street stocks, we know he's a fan favourite everywhere he goes. And what about you give him a massive round of applause? Your winner in round number 2 for the street stocks in the Southern Sedan Showdown. How about it for Michael Hammond? Great run for our street stocks yet again. Just do not disappoint. Didn't even have to tell them this time. They know to flash your lights, to your horns every time we get those winners out. Your next one is Michael Hammond.
That doesn't help at all, does it?
Vaughn, what a race.
The helmet's off, Manji Speedway. Let's make some noise for tonight's Street Sedan feature winner. It's Mick Hammond. Mick, we spoke earlier. You were worried we weren't going to be seeing each other again. Looks like you've put the problems to bed for now.
Yeah, I've got to thank John T. Barnesby for lending me 2 tyres. It made it a little bit better, but it was smashing the limiter. Oil light was on for the last 2 laps, but yeah, we got there.
And it was a good little battle there with Dave on that last restart. He stuck his nose under a few times, but you had the better of him on those last few laps.
Yeah, for sure. I think I just had better track position. Dave showed me it was good up top early, so yeah, it's always good racing with Dave. He's going really well, so yeah, happy for both of us.
Manji Speedway, your Street Sedan feature winner, it's Mick Hammond.